Hey guys, welcome back. I wanted to show you a super cool trick that I wish I had known when I got started. It would have saved me a ton of time and frustration. So I am so happy to share with you. And this is so once you have your course up on Teachable or a similar platform, you're going to obviously, add slides or a presentation or just different documents, right? So I'm going to show you something really cool. Let's see. I'm going to use, so I'm actually updating things on this particular course. This is a perfect example of how I was doing things when I first got started. So let's look at week 3, module 3. And this is a PDF that I uploaded. This is supposed to, here, I'll show you how it looks. Okay, so when I first started doing this, I was so disappointed because I'm like, how do these people who create courses and how do they make their platform just look so much easier to navigate? And I thought, okay, and I actually looked it up. I forget where I found the answer to this, but it was months later. Um, but somebody had said that I had to hire a professional to come and customize my Teachable account, and I looked it up on Upwork, and it was just super expensive, thousands of dollars. And I was like, nope, I do not have the money for that right now. I'm just getting started. So, and even if I did, I honestly would not pay that much money for it. Okay, so but back to this. So this was very discouraging for me. I did not like this because the way I learn is just arrows, right? You click arrows to the right so that you can get to the next slide and so forth. And I just couldn't figure out how they were doing that. So I created my entire course this way, where I would go to Canva. I would create all my creatives in Canva, and then I would download the presentation as a PDF, um, and then I would save it on my desktop, actually on Dropbox, and then I would go back over here, upload it through this. So you add a file and you upload your file here, and then so that was already, as you can see, that's a lot of time, that's a lot of energy. And most important, when you want to make I mean, there are times when you're looking at your slides and you're like, oh no, I made a mistake here, or there's a misspelling error, or whatever mistake you made, you want to quickly edit it. But having to do it this way, it means you have to go over here, download it, upload it, and so forth. So that was so a lot of issues. I didn't like the way it looked. I didn't like the way it was. It wasn't flowing the way I wanted it to, and I also did not like how time consuming it was. And on top of that, it was confusing because every time I downloaded a new version, I had to remember to delete the old one so that things wouldn't get messy and cluttered on my my Dropbox. So I found something super cool. So what I'm going to do, so as you can see, right now it's a PDF, right? And it's a presentation. So what I'm going to do is really, really cool. So let's say I am going to, oops, so look at this, all right? So this right here is an edit that I need to make. And if you look here, I want to leave this up just so you can see this slide, okay? So actually this is a little better. I like this. I mean, I'm just clicking the right arrows and I love the way this looks. This is great. But most people aren't going to look at it that way. Most people are just going to go complete and continue to the next one, and it's going to look like this, and it's going to frustrate them. I know it. I know it. So if they did this, perfect. This is gorgeous. This looks really good, right? Really, really easy to read and navigate. But again, most people won't do that. So back over here, right? So I'm showing you this. I'm updating this, right? So let's go over here, and I want to go to, so this is no longer the name of my, um, it is the name of the course still, but it's not the name of the school. So I'm going to leave that there. And you don't need to save on Canva, it saves for you. So let's see if I need to make any changes. let's leave that for now, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click here, click on the three dots, go to Embed, and sometimes you'll have to scroll down if you don't have it, depending on what version you have. So click on Embed, click on that. It says your links are created. I always use this one, HTML embedded code. I don't know, I've never used this, and yeah, so I don't know about this one. So I just use this, copy, it's already copied, and then you come over here, you go to add custom code, and this shows up here because I already have this on some of my other modules. So what I do is I just delete everything, create this one, add custom code. So let's go preview. Okay, and you're all Teachable is always going to show you things in order. So whatever you have in order is going to be like that. But this is what I wanted. See, this right here. Perfect. Now, but go back here. See, this is no longer here. But let me show you how that happened. Okay. Before I do that, I'm going to show you what I mean by order. Okay. So here, this is showing up first because of the order of it. So if you want this one to go up here, and then let's preview it. So see, now it's like this, much easier. So this works great if you're adding other documents to this particular lecture. So I like to delete these because it starts to get confusing. And then we'll go back here. So I'm actually going to delete this PDF because this is the same thing as this. And there's no, it's going to get confusing when you make updates here. And obviously this is not going to get updated automatically. So there's no point. It's just going to be confusing. Even though I love this, I love how it looks like this, I'm going to avoid confusing my students, I'm going to just delete it. All right, so this is all we're going to leave for this lecture. Now again, you can add files, Word documents, PDF files, anything else in here, but I would recommend that you sort of organize the way you want Teachable to present the material to your students in a more clear way. So, but let me show you what's cool about this, all right? Remember how I was telling you that every time, whenever you make a mistake or you're going through your slides, you're reviewing your material and you're like, oh my gosh, I made a mistake. And then you had to go back to Canva, make edits, do all these different things, and then download and upload again, right? So here, look at this. Let's say we say this week, or we'll say week 3, module 3, right? And let's say I'm scrolling down and I see, I have new information, and I do this all the time. I don't know did I mention this already? But I am constantly educating myself. I'll take different courses, different seminars, just invest a lot of time and knowledge. And when I learn something or find something cool like this, I come back and I share it with my group, because if I think it's going to be of value to them. So, and you're going to want to do that as well. So you can share it with them through an audio or something like this. So you want to come back, and you're going to always want to come back and make changes. Or you're just looking at your slides and you see something that maybe let me take that out. It's a little confusing. All right. So then here again, you don't have to save, but I like to refresh. Especially when I want to check something fast. So let's go over here, and you want to do, this is no longer there. So let's preview, okay? And I want to show you something super cool. You see, I updated it. You don't need to update, you don't need to download, you don't need to upload, you don't need to do any of that. Any updates that you make here, because you already added the code here, right here, right, the custom code, any changes that you make over here are going to reflect here. Boom. Guys, this was a super game changer for me. And we now have a ton of other courses and products, digital products. So having things this way has saved us honestly half the time. It was so confusing, time consuming, annoying to make changes, download to desktop or Dropbox, upload again up here, review it, and then see, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Did I really make a mistake there? And then go back, make the changes, download, remember to, I had to remind myself to remember to replace that old presentation with this new one on my desktop so I wouldn't get confused later on, and then upload it again. So it was just, guys, it's the dumbest thing ever. So thank God for that person who showed me how to do this through one of his or her videos. I can't recall who it was, but here you go. And I hope it works out for you. And I hope that you didn't do what I did already and started doing things this old way. So now what I'm doing is I'm just going through all my my modules, and here's module 4, same thing right here. I got to go back to Canva. Oh, one thing you want to do, guys, whenever you update your files on Canva, don't do what I did, and keep things tidy and organized. So that's I like to put a date. So this is February 2021. It's actually almost March. So that saves on its own. And then I wasn't doing this before. I'm moving things to a folder. So before it was just saving things, and it was just, there were no folders, and now I have folders for things. And it's much easier. So here, and then so now whenever I want all my slides for this particular course, they're all under one folder. So anyways, guys, there you have it. Just some tips and tricks to make your life easier.